Hello everyone, Makima here. In this video, I will be sharing with you the skill sets of the Gunslinger. I will be showing with you how the Gunslinger's skills really work. I will not be recommending the best equipments or cards or costumes to use, because it is for you to discover. In other words, this video will not spoon-feed you. I believe it would be more enjoyable playing this game discovering some cool builds rather than copying the standard build. After all, the Gunslinger class is still new and still on the process of finding its proper place in the current meta. To begin with, let's familiarize first the job evolution of the Gunslinger. Its first job is the Sentry, its second job is the Rebellion, and its third job is the Nightwatch. Now, for its class-exclusive weapon, the Gunslinger can use the weapon attaché case. This weapon have no size penalty and can do 100% damage to small, medium, and large targets. The Gunslinger can also wear a shield as its offhand weapon. However, it is only limited to a single armament build option. Now let's move to the skill tree of the Gunslinger class. First on the list is the attack. This one is the equivalent normal attack of the Gunslinger. This one is the arsenal. This is an active skill that allows the Gunslinger to switch weapons between pistol, shotgun, or rifle. Yes, the weapon attaché case contains a pistol, a shotgun, and a rifle that we can pick by using the arsenal skill. Let me show you how this works. This one is the normal attack with pistol. By using the arsenal, we can change our weapon into a shotgun. Or we can use the rifle. Depending on the weapon you are currently using, you can gain certain passive buffs. Night Owl's Eye gives us hit and attack speed if we are on pistol mode. As you can see in here, my current hit is at 457 and my attack speed is at 190. After getting the Night Owl's Eye, my hit and attack speed increases. Switching to other weapon mode, my hit and attack speed still remain the same as that of the pistol mode. This looks like a bug, but it's a positive bug, so we are good. The Bullseye is a passive skill exclusive for shotgun mode. It increases our normal attack damage by up to 700% while using shotgun, but caps our attack speed to 1 attack per second. Also, each normal attack using shotgun have a 10% chance to stun the target. The Rifle Training is a passive skill exclusive for rifle mode. This increases the normal attack damage using rifle. The farther the target is, the bigger the normal attack damage using rifle. Desperado is an active skill that deals damage to surrounding enemies. Although Desperado have 4 seconds cooldown, you can actually end its cooldown time by using the arsenal skill. This means you can spam Desperado again after each time you use the arsenal. Disarm is a very good PvP skill. You can remove the weapons of the target for 10 seconds and its cooldown is also 10 seconds. It's the bane of people who don't want to use Golem card or those who do not have a genetics friend. Also, Disarm gives you 10% physical attack for 10 seconds. Now let's proceed to the Sentry's skill tree. The passive skill gunfight technique increases our flee and move speed for 10 seconds. I have 115 move speed in here. Now, it's 125 after I use the arsenal. Chain Shock makes our pistol normal attacks do double attacks with a 50% chance. Fragmented Bullet causes our shotgun normal attacks to do double or triple attacks. Expert Aiming gives additional range for our rifle normal attacks. Madness Canceller is an active buff skill that immobilizes us, but increases our attack and reduces our defense. It prevents us from using skills. Looks like the disadvantages brought by this skill are more than the benefits it gives. Pouch Full is a passive skill that increases our ignore physical defense over time with each normal attack. Now let's move to the trans second job of the Gunslinger. Lady Luck's Favor is an active skill that removes control effects inflicted on us. It also gives us a 5-second control immunity. Razor Kick is an active skill that deals AoE damage to surrounding enemies. Depending on the weapon that we are currently using, Razor Kick gives different effects. For pistol, it deals more damage. For shotgun, it can stun enemies, and it inflicts bleed, if we are using rifle. The cooldown time of Razor Kick can also be ended by using Arsenal, the same case with that of Desperado. So yeah, we can spam Razor Kick with the help of Arsenal. Ammo Upgrade is a passive skill that gives us 10% damage against all size targets. Slug Shot is an active skill with 1,600% damage multiplier. It ignores the target defense and can be used as a gap closer skill. Slug Shot can be further boosted by our job-exclusive sigil, the Armor Cracker. It also enables Slug Shot to break the target's armor with a 5% chance. Also, every time we cast Slug Shot, we get some buffs. Its casting range is quite far, very good for chasing targets. Basic Grenade is an active skill that deals damage. Nothing special about this one. Platinum Altar is an active buff skill that gives you a 10% HP shield, 10% physical attack boost, and changes your weapon into Holy Element. Take note that if the yellow shield provided by Platinum Altar is destroyed, you will lose the holy element on your weapon. But since the cooldown of Platinum Altar is only 1 second, you can cast it again and gain another yellow shield. Yes, spamming Platinum Altar will give you yellow shield every time, making you tanky. If you cancel the Platinum Altar buff, your weapon element will change back to neutral. Before we proceed to the third job skill tree, let me show you first the cogwheel effects that can further boost your skills. Now for the skill tree of the third job, the Nightwatch. There are 2 standard builds for the Nightwatch, the Battlefield Commander and the Ace Vigilante. The Battlefield Commander enables us to generate support signal while on battle. This is the support signal. We need to accumulate this to 100 points so we can cast our burst skill. Also, every time we generate support signal, we can gain crit and crit damage. Rhino's Eye is a passive skill that enables us to attack our target with a grenade every time we deal damage. Its basic damage multiplier is at 1600%. However, we cannot spam it because it has a cooldown time of 1 second. Let me pause here for a moment. That 6 million is the damage of my rifle normal attack, while that 25 million is my grenade damage. Take note that our grenade attacks are also classified as a normal attack type damage and not a skill type damage. This means grenade damage will greatly benefit if you are using the new Hope accessories. Arms Upgrade is an active buff skill. It increases the damage of our grenade proc by our Rhino's Eye skill. It also makes it do area of effect damage. Cover Fire is an active buff skill that enables us to release another grenade attack whenever we deal or receive damage. Cover Fire have 2 components, the grenade you proc when you deal damage and the grenade you proc when you receive damage. The 2 Cover Fire grenades have separate trigger cooldown time of 0.5 seconds. Also, the grenade from Rhino's Eye is a separate grenade. This means we can trigger 3 grenades at a time. Let me show you how Cover Fire works. You see this 2 instances of damage? These are the 2 grenades proc by Cover Fire. This one is the grenade damage that triggered because the Kraken attacks me. The other damage is from another grenade that triggers because I was able to dealt damage to the Kraken. These 2 grenades have a trigger cooldown of 0.5 seconds, so we cannot really spam it every time we take damage. This time I will buff myself with both the Arms Upgrade and the Cover Fire. You can see in here that I dealt 39 million damage. This is actually the combined damage of the 2 grenades from Cover Fire. The 19 million damage is the grenade damage from Rhino's Eye. Yeah, we can trigger a total of 3 grenades at a time, as long as they are not on cooldown. Midnight Breakthrough is our movement skill. Airdrop Supplies is a buff skill. It targets ourselves and our party members, giving 10% physical attack and 10% movement speed for 120 seconds. Absolute Shock is an active skill that blinds enemies. It also reduces their hit and flee. Every time you cast this skill, you gain 20 points of support signal. However, the skill cooldown is quite long. Nightfire Raid is one of our active skills that deals considerable amount of damage. We summon 3 helicopters that attacks enemies at an area. These helicopters are considered summoned units. Every time we cast Nightfire Raid, we gain 24 points of support signal. When we are using the Battlefield Commander build, we usually equip this weapon since it will boost our Nightfire Raid. Nightfire Raid can also triggers all our grenades attacks like the Rhino's Eye. The 20 for million damage is the damage of the grenade from the Rhino's Eye, while this 18 million damage is the damage of the Nightfire Raid. Let's buff arms upgrade and cover fire and cast Nightfire Raid. You notice this 59 million and 57 million damage? These are the damage from our grenades, with 4 grenades in total. 1 grenade from Rhino's Eye, 1 grenade from cover fire, and the 2 grenades from arms upgrade. The 2 grenades from arms upgrade looks like a bug. Arms upgrade should not supposed to double the damage of our grenades. But hey, since it's a positive bug, we are good. Mission Bombard is the burst skill of the Battlefield Commander. We need 100 points of support signal to be able to use it. It deals an initial damage to enemies with a 2,500% multiplier. After that, it deals damage over time to enemies in the area. This 9 million damage is the damage over time dealt by the Mission Bombard. This 29 million damage is the damage caused by the grenade from Rhino's Eye. If we have arms upgrade and cover fire while casting Mission Bombard, we can trigger up to 3 grenades. Now let me show you the nebula path for the Battlefield Commander. The Ymir's Tear have a very strong effect. Every time we trigger those grenades, we gain a 10% HP shield. It makes us very tanky. Now for the Nexus talent of the Battlefield Commander. Chain Grenade basically increases the damage of our grenades by 20%. Now let's proceed to the skill tree of the Ace Vigilante. The Ace Vigilante enables us to gain support signal every time we defeat an enemy. You can still learn the Battlefield Commander skill even if you already learned the Ace Vigilante skill. Shark's Eye is a skill exclusive for Ace Vigilante. Once you learn this, you cannot learn the skills under the Battlefield Commander. Shark's Eye is a buff skill that enables us to use a Gatling gun. Under this Gatling gun mode, we cannot use any active skill. Then our equipment attack speed is reduced to 0. Every time we attack using a Gatling gun, we gain a stack of Gatling Fever. Each stack of Gatling Fever gives us more equipment attack speed, gives us more crit rate, but reduces our move speed. Gatling Fever can be stacked at 30 to stacks at most. Also, while at Gatling gun mode, each Gatling gun attacks inflicts a debuff on the enemy called the Gatling Mark. After the Gatling gun mode ends, and when we attack a target with Gatling Mark using our pistol, shotgun or rifle, the enemy will be inflicted with another debuff called the Gatling Explosion. The enemies inflicted with Gatling Explosion will take damage every second. Also, after our Gatling gun mode ends, our normal attacks using pistol, shotgun or rifle will receive a massive damage boost. For Ace Vigilante build, we will be using this weapon Divine Armament because it will boost our Gatling gun skills. This 16 million damage is the damage of our Gatling gun attacks. Looks like each attack using the Gatling gun will do about 900% damage. Also, this damage have a straight line area of effect, meaning it will deal damage to all enemies within the Gatling's line of fire. Gatling range is also quite long, about 12 meters. On the other hand, this 33 million damage is caused by our grenade triggered by the Rhino's Eye. This 40 million white damage is the damage caused by the Gatling Explosion. This 9 million damage is the damage caused by our rifle normal attacks. It is boosted by about 2 times. Our Gatling gun mode is also boosted by this buff skill, the Rapid Storm. Rapid Storm significantly improves the generation of Gatling Fever. Arms upgrade and cover fire can also be used in conjunction with Shark's Eye to further increase our grenade's attack. RIP is the burst skill of the Ace Vigilante. It needs 100 support signal to cast. It's a nuke skill with big multipliers and with a cooldown of 18 seconds. However, it cannot do critical damage. RIP can be further boosted with this weapon armament. It increases its damage depending on the target's distance. RIP dealt 77 million at close range. Let's try from further away. Wow, that's 221 million damage, a massive increase. Now let me show you the Ymir's Tear for the Ace Vigilante. And for the Nexus talent of Ace Vigilante. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you learned something. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.